Mr. Ziegfeld picks Miss Midgie Muldoon. He beats his own best record, or anyway ties it. I never see a better looking doll in my life, although she is somewhat smaller than I like. I like my dolls big enough to take a good hold on. Miss Midgie Muldoon is only about knee-high to a Pomeranian. But she is very cute, and I do not blame handsome Jack Madigan for going daffy about her. Now, most any doll on Broadway will be very glad indeed to have handsome Jack Madigan give her a tumble. So it is very surprising to one and all when Miss Midgie Muldoon plays the chill for handsome Jack, especially when you figure that Miss Midgie Muldoon is nothing but a chorus doll, while handsome Jack is quite a high shot in this town. One night in the hot box, handsome Jack sends word to Miss Midgie Muldoon by Miss Billy Perry, who is Dave the Dude's wife, that he will like to meet up with her. Miss Midgie Muldoon sends word back to handsome Jack that she is not meeting up with tough guys. Well, naturally, this crack burns handsome Jack up quite some. But Dave the Dude says never mind, and furthermore, Dave says Miss Midgie Muldoon's crack serves handsome Jack right for sitting around shooting off his mouth and putting himself away as a tough guy, because if there is anything Dave hates, there's a guy letting on that he is tough, no matter how tough he really is. And handsome Jack is certainly such a guy. He's a big, tall, blonde guy who comes up out of what they call Hell's Kitchen over on the west side. And if he has a little more sense, the chances are he will be as important a guy as Dave the Dude himself in time, instead of generally working for Dave. But handsome Jack likes to wear very good clothes and drink and sit around a lot and also do plenty of talking. And no matter how much dough he makes, he never seems to be able to hold much of anything. Personally, I never care to have any truck with handsome Jack because he always strikes me as a guy who is a little too quick on the trigger to suit me. And I always figure the best you are going to get out of being around guys who are quick on the trigger is the worst of it. So anytime I see handsome Jack, I give him the back of my neck. But there are many people in this world, such as Basil Valentine, who love to be around these characters. This Basil Valentine is a little guy who wears horn cheetahs and writes articles for the magazines, and is personally a very nice little guy, and is harmless as a water snake. But he cannot have a whole lot of sense, or he will not be hanging out with handsome Jack and other such characters. If a guy hangs out with tough guys long enough, he is apt to get thinking maybe he is tough himself. And by, other people may get the idea he is tough, and the first thing you know, along comes some copper in plain clothes, such as Johnny Brannigan of the Strong Arm Squad, and biffs him on the noggin with a blackjack just to see how tough he is. As I say, Basil Valentine is a very harmless guy, but after he is hanging out with handsome Jack a while, I hear Basil talking very tough to a busboy, and the chances are he is building himself up to talk tough to a waiter, and then maybe to a head waiter, and finally he may consider himself tough enough to talk tough to anybody. I can show you many a guy who is supposed to be a strictly legitimate, sitting around with guys who are figured as tough guys, and why this is, I do not know, but I am speaking to Walter Winchester, the newspaper scribe, about the proposition one night, and Walter Winchester, who is a half-smart guy in many respects, says it is what is called an underworld complex. Walter Winchester says many legitimate people are much interested in the doings of tough guys and consider them very romantic. And he says, if I do not believe it, look at all the junk the newspapers print making heroes out of tough guys. Walter Winchester says the underworld complex is a very common complex, and that Basil Valentine has it, and so has Miss Harriet McKyle, for she will not be all the time sticking her snoot in joints where tough guys hang out. Because Miss Harriet McKyle is one of those rich dolls who wears snaky-looking evening clothes and has her hair cut like a boy's, with her ears sticking out, and is always around the night traps generally, with some guy with a little mustache and a way of talking like an Englishman. And come to think of it, I do see her in tough joints more than someone, saying hello to different parties that just nobody in their right minds will say hello to, including such as Red Henry, who is just back from Dannemora after being away for quite a spell, for taking things out of somebody's safe and blowing the safe open to take these things. In fact, I see Miss Harriet McKay